Hi, love. Welcome to day 13 of Rise of the Magnetic Woman. Before we begin, have you done yesterday's practice on cleansing your magnetic aura? It's important because when your field is clear, softness can flow without fear of being crushed. Now, let's be honest. The world we live in can feel harsh. Expectations, deadlines, judgments, family pressure. Many women feel that if they stay soft, they'll be walked over. So we harden, we armor up, we push and fight. But the truth is, your softness is not weakness. It's your secret weapon. And in the feminine, softness is power. But then why do we fear softness? That's because as we were growing up, we were told that many things like, don't cry, it makes you weak. Be practical, not emotional. And that if you don't harden up, people will take advantage of you. So we confuse softness with submission. But they are not the same. Submission comes from fear. Softness comes from strength. Softness is the ability to stay open when life wants you to close. It's choosing compassion over bitterness. It's flowing instead of freezing. And that is real power. Most of you know Goddess Saraswati. So in Indian mythology, Saraswati shows us what softness as strength really looks like. So there's this story where chaos once reigned in the universe, in the creation. Sound everywhere, noise without order. The gods were restless, unable to bring harmony. Saraswati didn't arrive with weapons or armor. She came with her veena and her voice. Through her music and wisdom, she brought calm where there was agitation, harmony where there was discord. Her softness didn't make her powerless. It made her transformative. This is the feminine way. She didn't fight fire with fire. She didn't harden. She let her softness become the very thing that shifted the energy of the world. Here's the lesson for us. When we wear constant armor, snapping, defending, or closing down, we might survive, but we lose our natural magnetism. When we allow softness, we influence without force, just like Saraswati did. So now let's see how we can transform our softness into strength. Think of water. It's soft. It yields. But over time, water shapes rock, nourishes land, and creates life. That's the feminine principle. Soft yet unstoppable. Gentle yet deeply influential. In real life, let's now understand how softness shows. So when you listen to something, when someone is criticizing you, if you listen without defensiveness, that is softness. When you respond with grace instead of snapping, even to a person who is speaking very angrily to you, that's softness. When you choose rest instead of burnout, that is softness. When you say no firmly but kindly, that is also softness. So softness is not the absence of strength. It's the absence of the armor that you choose to wear. Now let's see how we can practice softness and embody it. So the first thing is sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Calm yourself down and sit quietly. Place one hand on your heart and one on your womb. Breathe slowly and tell yourself, it's safe to be soft. It's safe to be soft. Now imagine yourself as water, flowing, nourishing, unstoppable. Visualize a moment in your day where you usually harden, maybe at work, with family, or in an argument. Now imagine responding with softness, in a calm voice, open heart, and steady energy. You can also use this to journal. Where in my life can I replace armor with softness without losing strength? Love. Your softness is your gift. In a hard world, being soft doesn't make you weak, it makes you magnetic. Remember, hardness closes doors, softness opens them. Hardness breaks, softness bends and survives. So you don't need more armor, you need more openness. If this touched you, comment below with one place in your life where you'll practice softness today. Like this video and share it with a sister who needs this reminder. And keep showing up because you are becoming magnetic. Tomorrow we'll look at what blocks your abundance in money, love, and time, and how to dissolve those blocks so you can receive freely.